It's modern-day presidential. Trump argues his social media habit is part of the job after a week of controversial Morning Joe tweets. Donald Trump has defended his use of social media, arguing his controversial tweets are modern-day presidential. The president fired off a series of tweets on Saturday evening that seemed to argue he should keep up his Twitter habit. "My use of social media is not presidential, it's modern-day presidential. Make America great again," Trump tweeted. Moments earlier he had tweeted, "The fake and fraudulent news media is working hard to convince Republicans and others I should not use social media, but remember, I won." The 2016 election with interviews, speeches and social media. "I had to beat #fake news, and did. We will continue to win." His latest Twitter tirade followed yet another week of dust-ups between the media and Trump. He was condemned by Democrats and Republicans for tweets attacking MSNBC Morning Joe hosts Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. A source told the New York Post on Friday that Trump had asked his staff for feedback on the controversial tweets about the Morning Joe hosts. Trump had torn into the MSNBC hosts on Thursday for trash-talking him on their show, but his tweets sparked huge backlash after he referred to them as low-IQ Crazy Mika and Psycho Joe. A White House source said Trump asked his staffers for feedback soon after. He said to everyone, "I know it wasn't presidential, but what did you think?" the source said. He wanted to get people's reactions and sense what the fallout might be. Trump doubled down on the hosts again on Saturday when he tweeted, "Crazy Joe Scarborough and Dumb as a Rock Mika are not bad people, but their low-rated show is dominated by their NBC bosses. Too bad." Trump's initial attack on the TV hosts appeared to be in reaction to them calling him a proven liar, and came after a series of clashes between him and Scarborough and Brzezinski, to whom he had previously been close. "I heard poorly rated at Morning_Joe speaks badly of me, don't watch anymore. Then how come low-IQ Crazy Mika, along with Psycho Joe, came to Mar-a-Lago 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve, and insisted on joining me. She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no," Trump tweeted. The Twitter rant appeared to be prompted by the content of Thursday's Morning Joe. During the first few minutes of Thursday's show, Scarborough had called out Trump for being a fake populist, and pointed a finger at Senate Republicans saying their health care bill gave tax cuts to their donors at the expense of robbing the poor. Brzezinski chimed in and said the president, a proven liar, made House Republicans look like fools, by making them celebrate their bill's passage in a Rose Garden ceremony last month. She also made fun of the size of his hands, calling them teensy. With glee. Since then, Trump blasted the TV hosts again on Friday, saying on Twitter that he watched the low-rated show for the first time in long time. He also called the show fake news. The TV hosts had written a column for The Washington Post on Friday morning calling Trump a liar and questioning his mental health, after their former friend claimed the duo relentlessly pursued him at Palm Beach property while Mika was recovering from a facelift. "We are both certain that the man is not mentally equipped to continue watching our show, Morning Joe," they said. According to their account in the Post, Trump invited them to Mar-a-Lago for dinner. When Brzezinski didn't show, he asked them back the next night on New Year's Eve. They went, but did not attend the party he was having that night, they maintained. Mr. Trump also claims that Mika was bleeding badly from a facelift. That is also a lie, the op-ed says. Putting aside Mr. Trump's never-ending obsession with women's blood, Mika and her face were perfectly intact, as pictures from that night reveal. While Brzezinski never had a facelift, they admit that she did have a little skin under her chin tweaked, but this was hardly a state secret. Brzezinski also came under fire from First Lady Melania Trump on Friday after the host suggested she wanted out of her marriage to the president. Brzezinski had put some oomph behind unsubstantiated rumors that Melania wants out of her marriage during an interview with InStyle that appeared on the magazine's website. "I know Melania. I haven't talked to her in months, but if my gut is right, I don't think she's going to put up with it much longer," Brzezinski said. "I know nothing. That's just my instinct and I go with my gut and my gut's always right." Then, in a startling suggestion, she claimed her gut was telling her that the First Lady was only doing the worst job in the country for the sake of her young son, Baron. Later in the day, the First Lady's office hit back hard, issuing a statement for Mrs. Trump. "It is sad when people try to further their own agenda by commenting on me and my family, especially when they don't know me," she said.